So these past 2 weeks have been pretty crazy. In exactly 14 days, I've gone from 20 subscribers to 1,252. I didn't have any existing audience in any other social media. I didn't benefit from any external promotion. I didn't have any big YouTuber friends who pushed my channel or anything like that. No. Completely organically from 0 to more than 1,000 in 2 weeks. What? How did that happen? I don't even really know, but in this video I wanted to quickly discuss sort of my theories around maybe why this channel was successful. Because what's actually interesting is that I had a different YouTube channel for quite a while and it wasn't really seeing any traction. I was making videos for around 9 months on this other channel where I've now deleted all the videos, and it took me 9 months to get to 475 subscribers. Whereas on this channel, it took me 2 weeks to get to 1,000. So what the actual... Okay, so it turns out I was making the exact same mistake that literally everyone who starts YouTube makes in the beginning. I was not focusing on a specific target audience. On my other channel, I was making a lot of videos like travel vlogs, and then I'd make one about social media, then I'd make one about productivity. It's really difficult to build any sort of community like that. And the second mistake I was making, I wasn't making videos that was actually passionate about. And I know this is the thing that literally every YouTuber will tell you. You need to be making videos about something that you actually care about, because it's really going to come across on these videos. I think you guys can tell that I really actually care about coding and programming and technology and computer science. Those are topics that I actually really want to learn, and I'm really passionate about sort of motivating other people to get into this field as well, for many reasons which I talk about on this channel. So essentially for 8 months I was making the exact errors that every YouTuber tells you not to do. But there is something else as well. I am like borderline obsessed with YouTube as a platform. Like, I'm such a huge YouTube super fan, and I listen to a lot of these big YouTubers on podcasts and their videos and stuff, and I'm really passionate about learning about this topic in general. I think that also probably helped me a lot, because sort of over time I've grown to think like these other big YouTubers and sort of understand how they think and like how they think about creating content, so that now for my own videos I could apply a lot of that stuff. So I think that's helped a lot as well to get 1,000 subscribers in just 2 weeks. But I would say the most important thing about growing a YouTube channel, at least growing it as fast as I did, is that you need to be unique in some kind of way. But let me just explain that, because it's slightly different than what you might think. A lot of people think that in order to have a successful YouTube channel, you need to find some obscure niche that no one else has done before. And that can actually be really bad advice, because if some niche is popular, it means that there's demand for that kind of content. So you might go and make content about, I don't know, soap. You might be the first ever soap YouTuber, but the reason why there's no other big soap YouTubers is probably just because people don't want to watch soap videos. So what you actually probably want to do is pick a very popular niche, like I've done with computer science and programming. This is a very popular niche, which is a lot of people there, and then find some way to stand out in that niche. Now obviously, the more popular the niche is, the more people there already are being unique in their own ways, the less room there probably is for someone else, and the less easy it is to find a unique angle on that niche. Absolutely. That doesn't mean that it cannot be done. On my other channel, I was doing a lot of travel videos, for example, and travel is a super saturated niche. I could not find a way to really stand out from the crowd in the travel niche. Whereas on the programming niche, I noticed that there's a lot of people in the world who want to self-teach computer science, who are self-taught and that kind of stuff, but there's not that many people talking about it on YouTube, especially a lot of the videos that I'm making about self-teaching computer science. I couldn't really see anyone else on YouTube doing that, and I realized that in general the process of finding something like that there is a demand for and that no one else is doing is very hard, and that's just up to you to find that. But that's not the only way to be unique. Being unique could just mean having a really unique personality. A lot of channels that I've seen mostly grow because they have a really engaging personality, and they're creator is really able to connect with the audience. And if you can do that, it almost doesn't even matter what you're making videos about, because your personality will stand out on its own. But one good way you can think about finding that sort of area where there's demand for some kind of content, but not necessarily a lot of supply, think about what sort of unfair advantages could you exploit. For example, if you are a real estate agent, that's something that not everyone can make videos about, because inherently you need to be a real estate agent before you can make videos about life as a real estate agent. But I would argue that there's a lot of people who would be very interested in following your life as a real estate agent, but there's inherently going to be a lot less competition for that kind of content than for, I don't know, travel vlogs, for example. Think about what you have that other people could find interesting and not everyone can just go ahead and do. For example, for me, I learned coding very quickly. I'm self-teaching computer science and I'm going to be a software engineer. So really out of that, at least the fact that I'm a software engineer and I learned how to code very quickly is inherently something that not everyone can make videos about, because you need to do those things and be a software engineer before you can do that. And lastly, especially in the beginning, you really want to be thinking about how you can provide value. When people don't know you, they're really only going to watch you if they think they can get some kind of value out of your videos. Now, value can mean entertainment, it can mean education. But for example, for me, in my first ever video that's now blowing up, I was offering a free Notion template for people to self-teach computer science, and it turns out that people really found that useful. And that's sort of the philosophy I have for all of my videos, is how can I provide something to you guys that you can get value from. Because you might think that because I was making videos for 8 months on this other channel and it never succeeded, that it was a waste of time for me, that I should have just started this from the get-go. And you'd be right, but also I don't consider it a waste of time at all, because making these videos for 8 months allowed me to sort of learn a lot about video editing and about the process of making videos. So by the time I started this channel, I was already pretty decent at the video production process. And by pretty decent, I mean more like moderately absolutely terrible. So that from the start on this channel, when I'm actually talking about the things I want to talk about, I could make videos that are quality-wise not absolutely terrible, which helps. And I will tell you that making good videos and making high-quality videos is actually really freaking difficult. It takes so much effort, but like that's really why I enjoy it. I talk about a lot on this channel with relation to coding. The reason I enjoy coding is because it's so hard, and I love learning things that are really hard. And making great videos is really freaking difficult, and I still pretty much don't know what I'm doing. So that's why I'm so excited to make YouTube videos. I will either succeed on this channel or I will die trying, because that is how passionate I am about the process of trying to make videos that are pretty good. So hopefully I'll get there. So those are the things that I think led to my channel growing to 1,000 subscribers in 2 weeks on to 10K.